Hello friends, Vince Burlapp here. Today we are talking about the new Buick Envista. It is a very nice looking compact crossover about the size of a Honda Civic hatchback, but it is actually a little bit cheaper than the Honda. Although in my humble yet highly regarded opinion, it looks about 100 times better. It took me a while to get used to this odd color called copper ice metallic, and I almost did. It initially reminded me of the cheap, fake, gold-plated jewelry I used to get downtown many years ago, or these ghastly gold-colored salmon cupcakes my Aunt Fay used to shove down my throat when I was a kid. But the copper ice metallic turned out to be pretty nice, and even got me a couple of thumbs up, which is something I am always looking for, and something the fake jewelry or the salmon cupcakes never did. What I didn't get used to are the black wheels, a dreadful car design trend I do not approve of, and the world needs to know. I do like the small details in the front lights, something most people might not even notice, but my intense scrutiny obviously has no equal. This is the ST model we're seeing here today, which explains these black wheels. Just take a look at this. Yes, that is a spare tire you see here under the cargo area. Not a full-size one, but still something we don't see every day anymore. However, when you think of it, when was the last time you really needed a spare tire on your new car? The interior is very nice. And that double screen is fantastic. Apple CarPlay looks great on the wide aspect ratio, and so does my old friend Barry White. The interior in this ST model is called Ebony with Santorini blue accents, because just black and blue doesn't sound fancy enough these days. Whatever you call it, it all looks and feels quite nice, although it seems to be the only color available in this model. Nothing like a parchment with Parisian pink accents, or even a smoke with sanguine accents. It's black and blue for everyone. The automatic shifter has a classic yet very modern design. Not just push buttons. It's a bit old-fashioned, but also very refreshing, like a martini at the smokehouse in good old Burbank. The whole console looks nice, and there's lots of storage under the center armrest. And of course, it's not adjustable. What did I expect? Good to see a light control stalk in here, something recent GM models have gotten rid of. The rear seat is very roomy and comfortable. However, besides a couple of USB plugs, there are no climate control vents back there. A grim situation that could result in mild to high levels of violence, depending on the weather. Chagrin and even anger could surface within minutes of what could have been a peaceful road trip to your loved ones or former concubine. Despite the sharp angle of the rear window, visibility is still pretty nice, and that's a good thing. For the medieval types who can't figure out how to use the backup camera, I guess GM is nice enough to include a volume knob on their futuristic-looking screen, but it looks a bit like a pimple in the middle of a nice, smooth face. A disturbing thought indeed. The Envista drives very nicely. It doesn't ride like a magic carpet, but it's always very comfortable and pretty quiet. And look, unlike some new Honda models, it still comes with satellite radio, which means my beloved 70s on 7 station is part of the ride. And it all sounds pretty good, even with the basic speaker system, which is more than almost any car had back in the real 70s. One of the best parts of the new Buick Envista is right here on that piece of paper. While the standard ST model starts at just over $24,000, this loaded version is still $29,000. As I said before, less than a loaded Honda Civic. Man alive, a good-looking, comfortable car at a great price is what most humans on Earth are looking for these days. And here it is.